Now we are going to discuss about mechanisms of climate finance. This also means from the sources where we can get this funding. It can be from multiple sources like I have discussed at the beginning. It can be from multilateral sources like Green Climate Fund. It can be from bilateral sources due to the relations between country to country like USAID, GIZ and JICA. From these bilateral sources we can get these funds. It can be also from national or regional sources like Bangladesh has developed Bangladesh Climate Change Trust Fund. Countries can set up these funds on their own to fight their climate change issues. It can be also from private sources like using different instruments like blended finance, bond, green bond, sukuk. From this market we can also get this fund. And also last but not the least, we can get the fund from markets where such as carbon markets where a reduction on emissions are traded. From these sources we can get this and use this mechanism to get climate finance. And while disbursing, we can use also different instruments, and namely we can divide these instruments into three categories. One is grant, second is loan, third is equity. Grant, as you can understand from the name, that it need not be paid back. You don't have any legal liability to pay it back. And grants can be both in cash and kind. You can give one vulnerable family the money to buy the tube well, or you can give the tube well to them. So it can be in both ways. Loan, on the other hand, has string attached for repayment. It can be concessional, it can be non-concessional. Concessional loans, as you can understand from the name itself, is that you are getting the loan at a reduced rate from the market interest rate. In non-concessional loans, no reduction is given. Borrowers have to take the loan at market interest rate. And if you compare among grants and loans, you will see that most of the funds are coming to this global south in terms of loan, not in grants, which is problematic. Because these vulnerable populations are already burdened with the uncertainties of the climate change. Again, if we give the burden of loan, this creates additional pressure on them to repay the loan in very, very uncertain and volatile environment. So you'll see in most of the global south countries, these loans are creating additional debt burden pressure on them. Finally, the third one, equity. Equity, under this particular mechanism, investors buy the equity of their particular climate finance projects or the firm as an investment. However, these instruments may not be isolated like grant only, loan only, or equity and only. We can mix and match, have a blend them, and can develop some other instruments also.